Welcome to Credit Unit 3. This credit unit focuses on various resources that are critical to successful businesses. In this first module, we'll be covering the basics of marketing. You may have an idea for the most innovative and useful product in the world, but without successful marketing, you'll still have a hard time getting it into the hands of customers. Marketing is about more than just advertising. It's about meeting customers' needs, and it includes coming up with the product, setting its price, identifying its target market, raising awareness of it, convincing people to buy it, delivering it to customers, and maintaining relationships with those customers. You have to find out what potential customers need, develop products to meet those needs, and work to satisfy your customers, all while balancing their needs with the organization's bottom line. It's not easy, and it's important that you identify and understand your target market. While the general market includes all potential consumers, a target market identifies and groups together those with specific characteristics that might make them more interested in a particular product. These groups are called market segments, and they can be divided by any criteria that seem relevant, including demographics, geographics, behavior, and psychographics. Once you know who your customers are, you'll need to find a way to reach them. You'll need to use a marketing mix and keep in mind the 4 P's of marketing: product, as in developing one that meets customer needs; price, as in determining one both you and your customers will think is fair; place, as in where customers can buy it; and promotion, as in informing customers about it. The product. You might think you have a great idea for a product, but before you dive into production, you probably want to conduct some market research. It's important to know as much as possible about your potential customers' opinions on your product before you invest too much in producing it. You'll want to know things like how many people might actually buy this and how much are they willing to spend. To answer your questions, you can use primary or secondary data. Secondary data is cheaper and easier since it's already been collected, but primary data can give you more accurate information about your unique product or situation. The second P is price. Arriving at the right price involves a lot of considerations. There's a few approaches that you can take to arrive at a number, but you'll definitely need to consider how much it costs to produce, how much it will get marked up before reaching the final customer, and how much your customers are willing to pay. The third P is for place. Where are you going to sell your product? The 2 main choices are selling direct or selling through an intermediary. Selling direct means you have to do all the work of selling as well as producing, but you receive the full price of the item. If you go through an intermediary, you'll have to take substantially less per unit, but you'll be able to sell a lot more units and commit a lot less of your resources to handling sales. To maximize your efficiency, you'll also need to streamline your supply chain. A typical supply chain starts with the raw materials, which get processed and sent to a manufacturing facility, which produces a product, and is then sent to the warehouse to be stored, and then distributed out to the seller or retailer of the product, which is where the customer goes to purchase it. The last P is promotion. You'll want to know exactly what you're selling, who you're selling it to, and why they want to buy it. Then you can develop a promotion mix, which includes advertising, personal selling, sales promotion, and publicity. We'll look at different ways you can interact with your customers. Attracting new customers is necessary for a company to grow, but retaining current ones is just as important and often a lot easier. Some of the key forms of marketing we'll be going over include permission-based marketing, where customers allow you to market to them in exchange for special deals; interruption marketing, where you place ads in spots where it interrupts people's activities like on TV; mass marketing, where you send out untargeted messages to large groups; and social media marketing, where you attempt to connect with customers through social media sites. Then we'll be looking at the life cycle of a product. It starts with its introduction. If things go well, sales will pick up and it will enter the growth stage as more people learn about it and buy it. But sales can't increase forever, and eventually it will hit the maturity phase where sales level off. This phase can last a long time, but at some point it's bound to enter the decline phase, where demand wanes and the company needs to either bring in new ideas or risk going under. Finally, we'll look at the marketing environment. This is affected by politics and regulation, economics, competition, technology, and social and cultural factors. We'll also talk about how people decide what to buy and factors that influence their behavior. This chapter is kind of a long one, so get comfortable, grab a cup of coffee or whatever you like, and let's move on to the reading.
Created using Powtoon.